Recently, scientists received a strange signal from the planet Proxima b. What if there is intelligent life there? Do you want to know how this signal was decoded? Subscribe to my new Hubble channel by clicking on the link below this video. I assure you that what we managed to find out shocked the scientific world. The Earth is the cradle of human civilization, but fields, mountains, oceans, and blue skies, the view that we're used to observing from its surface is somewhat subjective. From space, the Earth looks completely different, as evidenced by numerous photographs. Why did we suddenly decide to talk about our own planet? First, it is a celestial body, one of trillions of others in the universe. And secondly, every April 22nd, we celebrate Earth Day. Earth Day aims to draw humanity's close attention to the fragility and vulnerability of our planet. The Earth is a unique celestial body, but in some respects similar to other participants in stellar systems. The third planet from the Sun, the largest of all the objects of the terrestrial group, the same stone spheres like it. Its uniqueness is that the Earth is the only planet known to science on which there is life. Neither on Mars, nor on Venus, nor on Mercury forests rustle, springs murmur, nor human beings swarm like giant ants. Very few of us have managed to see the Earth from above. Those lucky ones, for example, were the temporary inhabitants of the ISS. Basically, Earth was captured by many probes, and not only from nearby. So, how did this long-term photo shoot start? The world's first photo of Earth from space was taken from an A4 or V2 suborbital rocket. It was launched from the White Sands Missile Range and after a while reached the apogee point, located 105 kilometers above the Earth's surface. From there, on October 24, 1946, a series of images was taken, one of which flew around the world. After this, there would be many significant, amazing, and memorable shots, but this one will forever remain in history as the pioneer shot, the very first. Everyone knows that on April 2nd, 1961, Yuri Gagarin became the first person to fly into space. Oddly enough, the astronaut did not take pictures. He only described what he saw on the radio. Therefore, the first astronaut to photograph the Earth was Alan Shepard, who made a suborbital flight in the same year as Gagarin. He took a picture of our planet from an altitude of more than 180 kilometers. After, on August 6, 1961, German Titov, the youngest Soviet cosmonaut, performed similar actions. Check out one of the most controversial photos ever seen of the Apollo 17 astronauts landing in 1972. In it, Harrison Schmitt sets the U.S. flag against the background of a tiny sickle of a distant Earth. For many years, there was a debate about whether it was a staged photo or a real one. History will judge the disputants. But if you look at other images with the image of the Earth and the Moon, then there's no doubt that the events really took place outside of our planet. Let's leave the skeptics alone and turn to other, no less epic photographs. One of the most famous photographs is the Blue Marble. It was taken on December 7th, 1972, again by the Apollo 17 crew, after which the photo rapidly zipped around the world. The famous image shows the Earth from a distance of about 29,000 kilometers, generously illuminated by the sun. The next picture clearly demonstrates the change of day and night, the so-called Earth separator. The author of the photograph is one of the astronauts of the Apollo 11 mission. This conventional line passes through every point of our planet twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. Perhaps right now it's just above your city. From what celestial body was the Earth photographed for the first time without taking the moon into account? It's easy to guess. From our closest neighbor, Mars. The image taken by Voyager 1 in 1977 is not in high resolution, but for the first time, it shows our planet together with its satellite as a space mini-conglomerate. Outwardly, not much different from other participants in the solar system. A curious viewer may be indignant. Why are we looking at ancient photographs? What about modern telescopes and probes? Have they not captured anything worthy of attention? Of course, there are tons of fresh photos of the Earth. For example, a great image of the globe showing night illumination of different parts of our planet is outstanding. This image was taken in 2016 by the Suomi NPP meteorological satellite. As you can see, spacecraft are gradually taking away from people the right to independently document the accessible corners of the universe. The next image belongs to the cameras of the artificial satellite of the moon, Kaguya. In the picture taken in 2008, you can once again see the Earth through the eyes of its faithful companion, the Moon. Exactly 10 years later, the Longjiang 2 probe, which visited our satellite together with the Chinese Chang'e 4 transponder, transmitted several images of the Earth from the lunar surface, including this one. It shows a sharp contrast between two worlds' antipodes, a dead stone densely strewn with regolith, and a living, hospitable planet. Is this really all the documentary footage that humanity has at its disposal? By no means. The Earth's photo session is just beginning, given how many plans to launch unmanned interplanetary spacecraft have been announced by NASA in recent years. In the meantime, let's return to the already existing pictures. Here's the first image. The Discover satellite, located 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth at the Lagrange point, managed to capture a unique scene: the passage of the moon across the Earth's disk. Voyager 1 is not the only probe that managed to capture the Earth in a lens from the vicinity of Mars. It was also captured by the Curiosity rover from the surface of the red planet. This happened in 2014 from a distance of about 160 million kilometers. How about photographs of our planet from surrounding objects other than the Moon and Mars? There are some, and even more than you think. Let's go in order, starting with the first planet from the Sun. On May 6, 2010, the Messenger probe captured the Earth and the Moon from the orbit of Mercury, which is at that moment at a distance of 183 million kilometers. In the photo, both objects appear simply as two bright dots. An interesting story happened in 2013 with the Cassini probe. The device was filming Saturn so detailed and selflessly that the Earth accidentally got into its lens. Of course, the Moon cannot be seen from such a distance. And here's the intermediate result of the OSIRIS-REx probe, which was sent to the asteroid Bennu for the purpose of collecting soil. The first image shows the Earth and the Moon from a distance of 5 million kilometers, and the second from more than 63 million kilometers. But the most distant image of the Earth is the legendary pale blue dot taken on February 14, 1990 by Voyager 1 from a distance of 6.4 billion kilometers. That is near the orbit of Pluto, a lonely, dull, barely noticeable star which is our only home, looks lost and lonely among the universal darkness. Therefore, as Carl Sagan urged, humanity needs to do its best to preserve the fragile balance in the glowing light of life, which for some unknown reason ignited in the cosmic darkness. If you agree with the great scientist, be sure to like and subscribe. The more likes we have, the more interesting content the Hubble channel produces, as it has already happened by tradition. If under this video we manage to collect 1,000 thumbs up, a new, very exciting video will be released immediately. The main thing to remember is, educational videos promote the development of intelligence, and don't you forget it.